Today's story begins with a scene at an Indonesian fair. There is a puppet show going on where the main character Bree and her friend Tay are sitting and watching a play based on the Ramayana. Ram, Sita, Ravana. Watching the whole scene, Bree's mind is filled with a new feeling. She wonders, what if Ravana really loved Sita? She tells Tay that thought, but Tay reacts a little differently. She says, "There is a very fine line between love and lust." There is a depth in Tay's face, as if he is not just watching this story but is immersed in his own old memories. Then they reach a stall at the fair, where an old musical instrument, the karinding, is being sold. Tay feels deeply connected to it because it was a part of his childhood. Bree asks him to play it, and when Tay starts playing, the moment suddenly stops. The melody of the instrument, Tay's eyes, and the environment, everything seems to be out of reality. The story then takes us to a boarding house where three friends, Asep, Donnie and Erwan, are living peacefully. One evening, another friend named Nando quietly enters the house. Something strange starts happening right after his arrival. Nando enters the house first, but his arrival confuses everyone. It's as if someone has come twice. It's then that we understand that some miraculous event has begun. Bree and T say goodbye to each other on the way back from the fair, but Bree feels that her feelings for T are a little too much. Although T politely rejects his proposal, Bree is not upset. Then one night, a butterfly enters Bree's house, and the next morning she sees the butterfly again, sitting on a tree branch. She sprinkles water on it. Erwan informs her that something unusual is happening in the boarding house. He claims to have seen Nando twice. Bree takes it lightly at first, but Erwan is quite serious. Later, when Nando brings his girlfriend Ellen to the house, Ellen has a terrifying experience. She sees a severed hand instead of a cup. She then runs away in terror. The next day, Erwan sees a woman in white in the kitchen. He panics and a chaotic situation arises. Donnie, while taking the matter lightly, Erwan takes it seriously. Later, it is learned that Ellen also went through the same ghostly experience. Then Asep blames Nando, but Nando tries to prove himself innocent. Meanwhile, Bree and Tay are sitting by the lake talking. Bree wants to know about Tay's past, but Tay does not answer many things. He only says that people cannot control time, but have to adapt to it. These words are later heard again by an old man named Cobral, whom they take to explain the events. Then Bree remembers that she had heard the same thing from Tay before. From then on, her suspicions began to grow stronger. One night, Bree hears a strange humming sound. She follows it and sees a woman sitting on the sofa in her room. Her eyes were lonely and empty. As Bree tries to move on, the phone suddenly rings. When she looks back, the woman is gone. The next day, T starts playing the karinding again. She says it's better not to forget all the memories because remembering them only makes the pain worse. Then Bree sees an old picture, which says that Tay's real name was Helena. She learns that Helena once loved children very much, but never had her own children. Her husband Handy left her, and went off with another man with the children. This causes Helena to break down mentally. One day, she commits suicide in that boarding house. It turns out that her soul has now returned as T. Then one night, the events become even more terrible. Knives start floating in the air in the window. Kitchen items start falling. Helena suddenly appears in front and disappears again. Bree then realizes that T is actually dead. Her soul remains. Then she sees T by the lake. They talk, and Bree hugs her. It is then understood that this relationship was not just love. There was a deep spiritual bond here. On the other hand, the atmosphere at the boarding house becomes even more terrifying. Rudy and Donnie get stuck on a bend in the road. They turn around and return to the same place again and again. Suddenly, they hear someone say, "Give me my head back." They see a severed head lying there and a body a little further away. They run away in panic. When Bree returns home, she kisses T. There is no longer any fear on her face. Her behavior changes. The other friends notice this and become concerned. Meanwhile, Asep hears a voice on the landline saying, "I am Helena. I am sitting on the couch. He turns around and sees that Helena's ghost is indeed there. The next day, everyone brings a shaman. A purification is attempted, but Helena becomes stronger. The shaman is thrown out the window. Then Tay appears in front of everyone. Bree tries to stop her. She says that she knew Tay was Helena, but still found peace with her. Finally, T asks if she can hug Bree. Cobrol says that if she does, it will mean that she is willingly giving the spirit a place in her life. After a moment of silence, Bree goes forward and hugs Tay. She says that she wants Tay to be a part of her story, always. Then Tay's body is surrounded by a light, and she transforms into a butterfly and flies into the air. It is then understood that the butterfly seen at the beginning was Tay. Finally, a woman is seen sitting in a library, holding a book. Author: Bree. Tay's story, meeting her, the relationship, the farewell, all have become just a story today, a memory that never fades away. So friends, the movie ends here. Subscribe to the channel to get the latest movie reviews first.